All right. Yeah,
Is it
I
working?
think, yeah, it's working now.
Are you sure?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Hello, Facebook.
Video number 2.
Yep.
We're going to explain how to send us the documents that we need, what we talked about last time.
Yeah, so we did a video last time. Just wanted to double check that it's on. We did a video last time, last week, and we got some really good response. We were talking about the documents that are needed to qualify for a home loan. Again, this is me, Mauricio Roque, with Diana Zepada.
With Movement Mortgage.
Movement
Hello,
Mortgage.
everybody.
And one of the things that you mentioned, and you mentioned it real quick, was that sometimes clients send documents the wrong way. And we got a lot of response. We got a lot of messages. I got a lot of messages of people asking, can you show us how to send the documents? Because you mentioned sometimes they do different angles for the cameras, and so on.
And if you have a scanner at home and you can redo it again, if you're tech savvy, it's not a big deal. But sometimes we have clients that don't have printers or scanners at home. They have to go to a FedEx. Sometimes the places are closed when they get out of work, and so we don't want to make you have to do multiple trips. So we're going to give you an example of some good pictures of documents that we need so that you know how to send them.
Exactly. So we just wanted to do a short video, and you brought some samples here.
Yes,
and I noticed
short, so let's speed it up.
Yeah, that you brought these using the cam scanner. So can you show us how to use it?
Yes, that's the app that we talked about. We'll show you how to use that at the end. You can use your phone in order to take the pictures. That way you don't have to go to a FedEx.
All right, so I'll go and sit over there and hand me the documents. So again, we just want to show you the documents that are needed and how to send them. So let's start.
So the first one is going to be an ID. If you notice, this person just got a great haircut.
This is actually one of our co-workers, and that's why we're doing this.
So we need the entire ID. A lot of times when I get pictures of the ID, they're at an angle, they're really dark, you can't see the information. We need to be able to read your ID. So make sure that if you do a fax, that you look at what you sent us. If you send us a scan or a picture with your phone, take a look at it first. We have to be able to read the figures. I know it's kind of hard to tell from here because we had to black everything out for privacy issues, but you need to be able to make sure that we can see the information on it.
So front and back.
Front and back. Also that it is not expired.
Next we have
and a permanent resident card. So if you don't have a work permit and you're not a U.S. citizen, if you're a permanent resident, then we would need the permanent resident card or visa, whatever is applicable to you.
Next we have the bank statements.
Bank statements, yes, a very, very popular one that we have a lot of difficulty with. Show them where the page number is.
So this is one of the biggest challenges that we have. See, I'm not sure if you can see here, but it says page 1 out of 4. That means you have to send all 4 pages.
Yes.
So we have page 1 here, and we wanted to skip to page 4. This is the last page. It doesn't have any numbers. It doesn't really have anything important. It doesn't look like anything important. It's just disclaimers. But it is the 4th page, and
we still need it.
Do we need it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. If it says 8 pages, we need all 8 pages, even though the last 3 pages are blank. So please make sure you send all of the pages. Otherwise, it's going to potentially delay your loan because we do have to have that even though there's nothing on it. Because remember, if we don't have it, we don't know there's nothing on it.
Exactly.
So we can't really assume. That's why we need to see it.
So next.
That was a Chase. This is an example of a Wells Fargo. And if you're not sure, send us what you have and we'll take a look at it for you and let you know. But we wanted to bring up some of the most common errors, which is sending us only a few of the pages, or a lot of people have bank statements that are double-sided.
Yes.
So we'll get page 1, 3, and 5 only. So make sure that if it's double-sided, you send the other side of the bank statement as well, because that's very important.
Yes. So again, those are the basic documents. Those are where most, I would say, most mistakes are made, right?
Yes.
Actually,
the income. So we're going to talk about income because we have a little bit of time. Okay. So if you have a pension, a social security, any other type of additional income, we're going to need the benefit letter. So here's an example of what a benefit letter looks like. Same mistake happens with that. That often has more than 1 page. We need to have all the pages.
In most cases, there's,
all the pages.
This is 4 pages, right? Yes, I believe so. So all pages, it doesn't matter, and even if the last page only has 1 sentence or 1 number, we still need all the pages.
Yeah, see, this one has 4. So if you can see right here, it says page 2 of 4.
Here we go. This is 2 of 4. Again, we're just showing you the documents that are needed and how to send them. We need everything from top to bottom, and we need all the pages.
Yes.
All right, what do we have
next? Next thing, W-2. So this is an example of a 2016 W-2. There's actually 4 on there. We only need 1, but if you provide a page with all 4, that's okay. A lot of times we get these and the corners are cut off. So they'll cut off the top part or the bottom. We need the entire square of the W-2 that shows all of the information, including
like this.
The employer ID. Yes.
All right, and we have
stubs. Pay stubs I can't really show you an example of because everybody's pay stub is different, but we need 30 days worth of pay stubs. So if you get paid every week, I need 5 pay stubs, because if you send me 4, that's only 28 days and we need 30. If you get paid bi-weekly, I need 3 pay stubs. If you get paid semi-monthly, then it's 2, or monthly, then we would need 1. If you have the last pay stub from 2016, that's actually also very helpful because the W-2 doesn't break out your income between base and overtime and commission. So if you have those types of incomes, it will really help your loan officer to have the last paycheck from 2016 as well.
All right, perfect. And last,
do you have time for tax returns?
Yeah, let's
I can make it fast.
Yeah, let's do it quick.
Okay.
The reason is because this is where most mistakes are made.
Yes.
With the taxes, and you mark down the specifically.
Everybody asks us,
yeah.
what pages do we need from our tax returns? If you can send all the pages,
1040 first.
Yes.
And you can walk them through.
You got it. If you have, if you can send us all the pages, that would be ideal. But if you have to go to a FedEx, I know that it's really expensive. I think they charge like $1.75 a page. It's something crazy. So you can spend a lot of money sending just your tax returns.
Yeah.
So we don't need the state portion, okay? We only need the federal portion. Again, if you're not sure, send us everything and we'll pick it out for you. The federal portion starts with your 1040s. If you can see on the top corner where he's pointing, it says 1040. Some people have just one page to the 1040 and it'll say 1040 easy. That's if you have one job, one W-2. The majority of people are going to have 2 pages to the 1040s.
This is where the signature
way that you know
goes.
is where the signature is. So if your signature's on the first page, you only have 1. If your signature's on the second page, then you have 2. Okay.
Now,
with those 1040s,
this part that you marked here, Diana.
That's how you're going to be able to determine if there are extra forms that we need. Again, it's better to send us everything, but if you can't, take a look at your tax returns. If you just read them, it tells you if there's extra forms. In this case, it has business income, a Schedule C. So guess what that means?
If it has numbers here, you read here and you look at the name of the form, and you go back to your taxes and you find the form.
Schedule
which is
C.
Profit and loss.
That's
Schedule
the most
C.
common if you have your own business and you file it on your personal returns. Other schedules that are very common are Schedule E if you have rental properties or if you have like a partnership or different types of businesses. What's the other one that's very common? If you have unemployment income, it's going to be on that first page. We're going to need to know why you have the unemployment. So just read it. If you're not sure, we'll tell you. But the most important thing to know is that if there's figures on one of those lines, read to see what it says, and it's going to tell you which form.
There's a number on one side, read on the other side, and you'll find the form.
Yes.
And
so same thing applies with page 2. So can you show them page 2 of the 1040? Page 2 of your 1040 is where you can see a lot of your deductions. I put little arrows to some of the common places where there's usually figures, which would be like the earned income credit, additional unreimbursed employee expenses, child tax credits. Just like the first page, you're going to read it if there's a figure, follow it to the left, and it'll tell you what form you need. So then you just go to your taxes and look at the forms. It's on the very top left-hand side. It'll tell you what form it is. One of the most important ones that a lot of times people don't give us and can affect your approval is if you have unreimbursed employee expenses. So show them this form. You're going to know that if you look on your itemized deduction sheet, right there.
There you go, itemized deductions.
So look at that. Let me see that real quick. Show them this one right here. Let me see the form. Right, where is it? Oh no, I'm sorry. On page 2 of the 1040. Right here. So on page 2 of the 1040, point out where it says the standard deduction.
Yeah. Right
point that out right there. So a lot of people use a standard deduction, which means it's predetermined. Like if you're married, it's a certain amount. If your head of household is a certain amount. But you have the option to do itemized deductions, which means that you will actually list what your deductions are. If you do that, then you're going to have the itemized, sorry, you need to go back up there again. This one.
All right, this one.
The itemized deduction form.
There you go.
Okay, on that itemized deduction form, I circled on the bottom a section that says unreimbursed employee expenses. So when your employer requires for you to buy things like tools, maybe you have to use your own gas, and you do not get reimbursed for them, they are unreimbursed employee expenses, we have to take those into account in our calculations. So it is very important, that's the one, that you let us know if you have that. So you really just need to get us that form and we'll figure it out. But I'm just explaining why it's so important, because if it's something that we don't find out until later, it can affect your approval, and you don't want that to happen after you're already in contract.
Yeah.
Because remember, a lot of the times, we're actually going to verify your tax transcripts with the IRS. So if we don't catch the missing pages in the beginning, we're going to find out before your loan closes, and if we see those expenses on there, they can potentially make your loan not, qualify anymore.
Yeah. So
we definitely don't want that to happen.
We want to make things easy. So if you have any questions, I know that it's a lot of information, but this is...
They can look at it over and over and over again.
This is based on your request. We could probably do a couple of series of videos, because there's
so many
different,
extra documents
different
that
topics.
you may need.
And we just want to be helpful, whether you're working with me as a real estate agent and Diana as your loan officer, or you're working with a different team. Sending documents the right way is absolutely important. It's something that could delay your loan. You can lose a property because your offer may not be ready because you didn't send the documents the right way. Now, you mentioned the cam scanner, so can you show us how to use it real quick?
Yes, I can.
We'll wrap it up.
Okay, show them what the icon looks like.
So
there's other applications. This is not the only one. This is just the one that I use.
Yeah, we can see
Maybe
it.
A little closer.
There you go, cam scanner.
It's a free application. It's available on both iPhone and Android. So you basically are going to just click on it. It will open. On the very bottom right-hand corner, there's a little camera. I don't know if they can show them that.
So here it is.
For example, we're going to do, so click on it. Click on the camera.
Yeah, hold on. There you go.
We're going to do a picture of an ID. See, so now the camera's ready. Oh, you can see me. Okay, so most common mistakes, you take a picture with your finger over some part of the ID. I don't need to see your beautiful nail polish, or not nail polish if you're a guy, or if you have it, I don't know. We're going to skip that topic. The best thing to do is to put a white piece of paper on a table, make sure there's good lighting, put your ID on top of the white piece of paper.
And don't put any fingers on the ID. That's
or
very,
salsa, guacamole.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you're going to take the picture. Okay, after, this is a perfect example. After you take the picture, this app is going to show you the little grid that you can actually move to the corners of what you want to cross. Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
So now fix it and then show it again.
All right, let's see.
So you move
You get the idea.
to the edges of
you
your
just
document,
adjust it to the document, and that's pretty much it.
and then you click the little check mark box. It expands the document, cuts out everything around it, whitens it, and it gives us a beautiful, beautiful, clear picture that we can use. And you can actually send it via text on your phone, but if you have email set up on your phone, it's better to send it via email, because text usually reduces the quality of the images. So if you can email it instead of texting it, that's better. Also, when you text it, it usually comes in like a JPEG, and then we have to turn it into a PDF. This will actually send it to us in a PDF format, so it makes it much, much easier for us.
So we just want to make things easy for you guys, so thank you for all the questions, for all the comments. It's actually a lot of fun. It's very entertaining. I know, it's really fun. So
if you have suggestions on what you want us to cover, you can put that in the comments or send us a message directly. And
we're going to be coming up with a different topic depending on what people ask for the most, probably for next week, depending on our schedules. We were supposed to start this a little bit earlier, but we just got so busy with phone calls and
he was waiting on me. Sorry.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, but we had a pre-announce, we have scheduling. I'm going to be, I think, in Northridge tomorrow morning, and I believe I will be in Hemet in the afternoon, so it'll be quite a busy day.
Oh, you were kind of far today too, from here, right?
So anyways, thank you guys, thank you for the comments, and if you had any other questions,
if you have a preferred time when you would prefer to view the video, like a specific day or anything that you feel is better when people are off of work, let us know, because we can also try to accommodate that as well. What is that?
Somebody left them here. Somebody brought them to the office. I'm not sure. I forgot why I left them there, but they're like, supposedly you eat them with this whole skin. It's like little oranges. I tried to peel one, but I made a big mess, so I didn't even try it. But you can try it. They washed them, yeah.
Oh, we're still live.
Oh, yeah. All right, everyone. Take care. God bless.
Wow.
Talk to you next week.
That's very sour.
Take care. Bye-bye.